Okay. We'll just wait a moment to see if anybody comes in. Let me pull this up on my phone here. And we'll see if anybody pops in. I know it's kind of late, so hopefully somebody pops in. Had to take some time to set this up, so... So far it shows I have one viewer. I don't know if that's just myself or not. Again, I know it's pretty late, so hopefully we get somebody popping in here soon. Now it shows I have two viewers. That's good. Just waiting to see if anybody comes in. Back down to one. That might have been a bot. Do 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 do. Now it shows two viewers again. Let's see if somebody comes in. Hello, Beatles Eternally. How are you tonight? I hope you got my my message on Facebook. would like to talk to you about what I was going to ask you, what I asked you there, if you did at some point. But I'm glad you're here. So we are going to go ahead and do this because I was wondering if anybody was going to come in because it's so late. I did hear your call for something to be done tonight, a game or something, and so, you know, the reason I didn't respond in the chat there is because I was setting up, and that takes a little bit. I have to get all set up, get the stream all set up and everything, so I was focused in on that, so apologies for that. I'm not necessarily going to do a game tonight so much as I am going to talk about Baseball for Windows and the joy of Baseball for Windows. Because we have a couple new people to the channel, as well as there seems to be a somewhat, I don't know if a word I want to say is negative opinion, but a opinion towards Baseball for Windows that it's not really something meant for YouTube. And hello, Dave Little, welcome. And so I wanted to take the time to kind of comment on this and kind of get people's thoughts about this, because to me, Baseball for Windows, when you're broadcasting, normally when you're broadcasting a game, it's you doing the game and you doing the commentary. You're playing the game and doing the commentary. And with Baseball for Windows, what's being taken away is your commentary, and that is true to a point. However, what people do not seem to understand is the fact that this is a great piece of software that really does something that no other baseball game, including Out of the Park, can do, and that is audio play-by-play with Hall of Fame broadcaster Ernie Harwell. So the reason that I personally like to stream this game is because, not just because of the game that's being played out so much. I mean, that's part of it, yes, but another part of it is the fact that I think people should be able to see just what an incredible piece of software this is and what it is capable of doing, and be in awe of that. And feel free to go ahead and type in the chat, you know, your thoughts on this, because, you know, let's have a discussion, because, you know, it seems like some people are more in favor of the fact that the streamer should be the one broadcasting, and, you know, I just find this to be a great piece of software. So what are your all's thoughts on this? I would very much like to know, because it seems to me like some people just don't understand maybe what this game is really capable of. Beatles says tied for second with Action PC Baseball for me. Yeah, you know, for me it's number one. Out of the Park is number two, and the reason why Out of the Park even ranks that high is because of everything that it's capable of doing. Historical tournaments, historical seasons, fictional leagues. Current season, you can now play on Out of the Park with, well, you should have been able to play with the current Major League season had it been going on, but that's right now in limbo. So, I mean, yeah, but Baseball for Windows, I mean, there's just something about this game that, and I think Ernie Harwell is one of the things that really is the main joy of this game. And I don't know why some people think necessarily, and I don't understand why some people tend to think that when you stream a game that necessarily the streamer should be the one giving the commentary, especially if they have a great piece of software like this that can do it for you. And not to say that I'm necessarily lazy, but this is for, let's see, this came out, Beatles, do you remember when this game came out? I know it was like 1980 something, wasn't it? Gonna wait for Beatles to respond to that. Broadcast Blast came out around 1994. Okay, yeah. So for 1994, I mean, you can say it's old, yes, but still, to this day, in 2020, there is no baseball game out there that does what Broadcast Blast or APBA Baseball for Windows does. There is no game out there that has a audio play-by-play announcer. I mean, Action PC, you can kind of have that with the Microsoft text-to-speech, but that is, to be honest, that is not my favorite at all. Dave Little says, yes, this was early in the PC era. My guess would be early 90s. Yes, and to a point, APBA continues to maintain Baseball for Windows with frequent updates. Well, I don't know how frequent necessarily. I mean, the last one was like February, and you can see right here on the schedule screen that one of the things they updated was the fact that now you can see a whole week's worth of games instead of just 4 days, so this was a much welcome update. But they do update the game software and they do update the play-by-play, so they do keep it going, which I am happy to see. My only concern is that if they would ever completely drop support of it in favor of APBA-Go. But, what are some of y'all's thoughts here? I'm encouraging a discussion here as to why people may think that this is not streamable. I don't quite get that. So please put in your thoughts into the chat here, and if you're watching this later, feel free to leave a comment. As long as you're respectful in your comments, I will talk with you. And I'll answer back, and I'll put my viewpoints forward as well. But please, please be respectful. I don't want to hear like Baseball for Windows sucks, and that be it. I want to hear a good reason why this game is not streamable, and for me, I don't see any good reason why. I mean, It's like listening to baseball on the radio. And for that matter, you're not even listening to a real baseball game. You know, like Classic Baseball on the radio, I know is a YouTube channel that does classic baseball radio broadcasts, and those were actual historical games. This is based off a historical year, whatever historical year you're playing, but it's still not an actual game that had been played. When you're playing baseball for Windows, you don't know what the outcome's going to be, unlike if you go listen to classic baseball on the radio and listen to a game from, I don't know, 1920, 1929 or whatever. You know what the outcome is going to be. Here you don't. Beatles Eternally says, APBA is very immersive. I love to put on a game and just lie back and listen. It feels like listening to a game on the radio. Exactly, and that's what I was just saying, is that it's like listening to a game on the radio, and a game that you don't know what the outcome is going to be because it's not a classic game. So, some people say, if I wanted to listen to Ernie Harwell, I would just put on an old Ernie Harwell radio broadcast and listen to that. You don't have to with this. Dave Little says, I enjoy streaming to hear the comments of the game, not just the software. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get the whole streamers' take on the game thing to a point. But, I just think that, some people, I just wish that this was a game that Baseball for Windows would be a game that would be kind of appreciated more in terms of what it's able to do for it being as old as it is. And it is very well maintained by APBA. So, any other thoughts? Let's see. Beatles has something that just came up here. It's more than that, Robbie. Listening to a ball game on the radio is infinitely better than watching it on TV. It is part of the experience of this great national pastime. I totally agree, Beatles. And that, when you listen to a game on the radio, or when you lie back and listen to an Ernie Harwell game, you can imagine and picture the game going on for yourself instead of watching it on TV. Dave Little says, definitely Beatles, baseball is a radio sport, and I totally agree there. But to Baseball for Windows, I think what I could do, I think I may have a few ideas actually that might help with this, because I kind of see Dave Little's point to an extent that I might try with Baseball for Windows, and what I can do pre-game and post-game that might sort of make it to where you kind of get my take on what has happened or is going to happen in the game, or at least kind of a pre-game, post-game kind of show kind of thing. And then I would turn it over to like pre-game show kind of thing, and then I would turn it over to Ernie Harwell, let him call the game, and then come back with a post-game comments and bring up the box score. I think I could do that. How's that sound to you guys? Beatles eternally. My buddy in university and I would have the radio on with a ball game and play catch. Great times. That is awesome, Beatles. That is very awesome. What university was that? Just curious. And any thoughts to my ideas there? Because I want to try to make this to where it'd be something people would find enjoyable. You couldn't hear me. Can you hear me now? Are you able to hear me now? I may have stepped back away from the microphone. Undergrad Penn State, graduate University of Toledo. So you can hear me all right now, can you, Beatles? You just couldn't hear lots of hiss. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to have to invest in some more equipment to take care of that hiss. I apologize for that, but my idea was that I would kind of do a pre-game kind of show, maybe show the standings a little bit and get you all ready for what you're about to listen to, and then turn it over to Ernie Harwell and let him do the game, and then come back afterwards with a post-game wrap-up. You know, show the box score, and you know, kind of wrap it up that way. Yeah, I'm moving closer to the microphone so you can hear me. So, what do you think of that idea? You know, Beatles wants me to do a game. Beatles wants me to do a game. Okay. So, okay. This is actually a good idea. Okay, Beatles, you got it. I'll do a game and I'm going to show you. I'll do a game and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm kind of thinking of doing. This is going to be kind of off the fly here, so it may be horrible this time coming out, but Dave Lowe says, yes, Robbie, I would go for that. Okay, so Beatles wants me to do a game. Beatles, do you have a opinion on what game? What game I should do for this? What game would you like to see? Or should I just pick one? Waiting for Beatles to see. Yes, this is 1908. I'm on 1908. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure I am. Yep, 1908. Dave Little says, get both Ernie and Robbie perspective. I like it. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of thinking of ways I can improve this and make this enjoyable for everybody. Skipping ahead and doing Giants versus Pirates. Can I skip ahead without playing these other games? Or do I have to autoplay them? I don't really want to autoplay anything if I don't have to, because I enjoy listening to all these games as much as you guys do, and and all. If there's a way I can do that and then go back and do these other games, then yeah, that would work. Beatles must be typing. No, I thought, okay. You just pick one then, okay. Okay, yeah, you know, I really, no offense, I really just don't want to autoplay and miss these games because I enjoy listening to them all, and I'm learning so much about these players, you know, like you said, you know, when I listen to them. So, okay. So, let's see. Who can I reasonably... We're going to do American League. We're going to do Philadelphia at St. Louis. No, St. Louis at Philadelphia is what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an example of what my idea is and then see how you all enjoy this better. So this is kind of a test kind of game, even though it's going to be a regular season game. So welcome to St. Louis at Philadelphia 1908. It is, well, May the 1st, 2019 on the schedule, but that is not, you know, that is not accurate, but it is St. Louis at Philadelphia. And let's look at the standings before we get into this game. As you can see, the Philadelphia Athletics are currently a half a game ahead of both the Cleveland Naps and the St. Louis Browns in the American League. And in the National League, the Cubs holding a half-game lead over the New York Giants. So this is a big game right here between the Philadelphia Athletics and the St. Louis Browns, as it is pretty close in the American League right now, early on. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to take you out to Philadelphia and Ernie Harwell for this game. And enjoy the game, and I'll talk to you afterwards.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you Philadelphia Athletics baseball. Here on WAPBA, you always have a front row seat. Today, we're coming to you from Philadelphia, where the hometown Athletics will host on their own turf. Overall, they now stand at 5-2 with 5 straight wins. Game number 1 of 3 here in Philadelphia. The Athletics take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Athletics. Davis at first base. Collins at second. Nichols, the shortstop. Collins at third. And the outfield. In left is Aldrin. In center, Hartzell. And over in right, Murphy. Schreckengos is behind the plate and on the mound for Philadelphia. The port-sided Plank. This is Plank's second start of the season. His record, 1-0. He's coming off a win. After one game, his ERA at 2. A control pitcher. He will be facing Browns starter, right-hander Howell. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Here's Hoffman to start it off. Danny would like to break loose. So far, hitting at 240. Catcher Schreckengos sets his target. The delivery. It's up to the right side. Davis fields it on the big bounce. He will flip the Plank. And Hoffman is retired. One down. Williams walks up. Hitting 250. Left-handed Plank goes to the set position. The pitch. In on the fists. Williams fights it off. Into shallow right. And he's on at first. The next Browns. Batter is Stone. One out. Williams on first for St. Louis. So far this season, he's hitting 250. He has 5 RBIs. He's walked once in his 26 trips. Williams has the speed to score on a double. Stone steps in. Plank focuses in on the target. Here's a pitch from Plank. Grounded deep into the hole. Nichols is over. He's got it. The long throw to first. And that's the second out. Williams moves up. Williams moved quickly with the pitch. No chance for the lead runner. 2 away. First inning. 1 on. Ferris up. Ferris hitting 200. Williams at second can move if he's prodded. Plank gets set to pitch. Plank into his motion. Delivers. Swung on. Bounce toward the mound. Plank knocks it down. Now he has it. He goes to first for the third out. For the Browns, nothing across. One left. They fail to capitalize on the runner. Browns, nothing. Athletics coming up. For the Browns. Overall, they now stand at 4-2 in the league. They're 4th in batting at 217. Tied for second in homers with 1/3. In slugging, 4th. In steals with 8. Leading in ERA at .62. The Browns take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Browns. Jones at first base. Williams at second. Wallace, the shortstop. Ferris at third. The outfield consists of Hoffman in left field. Stone in center field. And Hartzell over in right. Spencer is behind the plate and going today for St. Louis. Howell, the right-hander. This is Howell's second start of the season. No wins. 1 loss. He's coming off a loss. After one game, his ERA at 0. Generally, he will not beat himself. Leading off, Davis. Davis needs to get on track. He's around that Mendoza line, batting .208. Davis gets in there. Now Howell ready. The pitch. Davis wraps it to the right side. Williams ranges to his left. A quick peg to first. And Davis is retired. 1 down. Hartzell up the bat. One gone. Topsy getting some hits. Batting .269. He'll wait for his pitch. Hartzell relaxes himself at the plate. Howell is ready to fire it in. Here's the pitch. Fastball high. Free pass to Hartzell, and Topsy takes first. Collins is now up. So far at the plate, he's hitting .407. He has 5 RBIs, 4 walks in his 31 trips. Hartzell at first is a speedster. Collins ready. Howell comes set. First baseman Jones holding the runner on. There goes Hartzell. Howell brings it. Lined toward third. Base hit. Hoffman is racing to the line. Hartzell is digging around third. They're waving him home. He'll score. Collins stops at second. As the throw comes in, double and an RBI. So the double scores 1, and the Athletics go ahead by a run, 1-0 here in the first. And Collins now has 6 runs batted in on the season. Well, for Philadelphia. 1 out, Collins down at second. Murphy is stepping up to hit against Howell. He's a right-handed batter. He's their cleanup hitter. His numbers could use some fattening up. Danny hitting .214. Murphy in the box. Howell is ready to fire it in. Collins moves quietly toward third. The pitch. Lifted high to left. Hoffman is drifting toward the line, and he holds it in. Collins is tagging, but they're holding him at second as the ball is returned to the infield. The Athletics have 2 down. Collins down at second. The bottom of the first inning. We have Nichols to bat for the Athletics. On the season, batting .192. He has 4 RBIs. He's walked twice in his 29 trips. Right-hander Howell ready. Collins trying to look casual as he edges toward third. The pitch. A skyscraper to left. Hoffman roams over. He turns left. And he makes the catch. 3 down. That'll do it for Philadelphia. A run on 1 hit. 1 left. They move ahead in the game. The score is 1-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. The Browns will have Wallace, Hartzell, and Jones here in the second. Wallace will lead off the second. Hitting at .200. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked once in his 24 trips. Plank prepares to come home. The pitch. Easy bouncer to Collins. And it bounces off the heel of his glove. And Wallace is safe at first. Collins picks up an error. Well, here's Hartzell to hit for the Browns. For St. Louis, Wallace on first, nobody out. Batting .125. He has 2 RBIs. He has not walked once. Hartzell ready. Plank looking in. First baseman Davis is on the bag. The pitch. Ooh, it gets him right in the lower back. The umpire's calling time. The trainer's out. Hartzell's in pain. It doesn't look good. But he'll stay in the game. He walks slowly down to first. No one out. Second inning, 2 on. The top of the second inning. It's now Jones to bat. He swings from the right side. His average is .333. He has not walked once. Jones gets in there. Plank climbs a mound. He shakes off the sign. Again he shakes it off. Now he has one he likes. Schreckengos sets up. Plank brings it. Jones squares. Butted on. Foul. Strike one. Jones ready to take on Plank again. Plank put on the rubber. Checks Wallace at second. The runners take their lead. The offering to Jones. He squares. Bunted to the right side. Davis picks it up. Looks at third. Now turns and flips to first. In time for the out. A sacrifice for Jones. And the runners move up. Two on. Now Spencer to face Plank. That's right. Spencer not looking strong at the plate. Spencer in the box. Plank on the rubber. Lefty against righty. Schreckengos set. Athletics playing for the out at first. Wallace takes his lead at third. The pitch comes in. It's grounded into the hole. Nichols dives. And he spears it. He's on his feet to first and just gets him. But a run scores. And the Browns have tied this game. That's Spencer's first run batted in of the season. One on, the top of the second inning. Pitcher Howell to hit. Offensively this season, he's 1 for 2. He's homered once. Plank focuses in on the target. Speeded Hartzell edging down the line. Now the delivery. It's a shot to left center. Hartzell is over, still after it. And he makes a running catch, and that retires the side. That'll do it for St. Louis. A run on no hits. One miscue for the Athletics. They have tied this game. Score 1-1 into 1.5. The Athletics will have Aldrin, Schreckengos, and Collins here in the second. Here's Aldrin to start it off. Carrying a 167 average, he's walked 3 times in his 29 trips. Batter set. Howell looking in. Howell comes to him. Breaking ball bounced up the middle. Williams is there. Spins, fires to first. In time for the out. One down. One away. Second inning. Schreckengos up the bat. On the season, carrying a 280 average, he has 4 RBIs. He's walked once in his 27 trips. Schreckengos does not reach a lot. He's been on a run. He's linked up 5 games in a row with a hit. He stands in. Howell looking in at the target. Howell fires it in. He inside outs it to right, not very deep. Hartzell charges in hard, and he one-hands it to retire. Schreckengos 2 down. Collins up. So far this season, he's hitting 130. He has walked once. Howell looking in. And now the pitch. Collins hits a ground hugger toward second. Williams picks it up and flips to first. Routine. That's 3 away. So the Athletics go down 1-2-3. This game is even at 1 run each after 2. Top of the order here for St. Louis in the third. Hoffman, Williams, and Stone. Hoffman will lead off the third. He hits from the left. Catcher ready. The pitch. Off-balance swing. It's skied. In foul territory. Schreckengos moves under it. He has it measured and makes the catch. 1 down. Williams walking up the bat. Plank staring in, ready to work. The pitch. Williams squibs it to the left side. Collins charges it, picks it up barehanded and guns it to first. But Williams beats the throw. Base hit. That's Williams' second hit of the game. Stone steps up to face Plank. He swings from the left side toward St. Louis. One away. Williams down at first. You can't ignore first base. Williams has the speed to score on a double. George ready. Plank comes set. Williams is off and running. Plank delivers. Swung on. Grounded hard to short off his chest. He picks it up. Throws quickly to first. And that's out number 2. Williams moves up. All right, for St. Louis. 2 gone. Williams on at second. Right-handed batter Ferris now walks out to bat. Plank is ready to fire it in. He wheels and deals. Grounded deep into the hole. Nichols to his right, and he's got it. Spins, fires to first. Not in time. Williams makes it safely to third. Good heads-up base running. It's now Wallace the bat. He swings from the right side. Browns with runners at the corners. 2 outs. Bobby has 3 RBIs this season. Plank sets up on the rubber again. Schrecken goes set. The runners take their lead. Now the pitch, grounded to short. Nichols up with it. He flips to Collins, covering, and they get him to retire the side. For the Browns, no runs on 2 hits, no errors. 2 men left on base. A good chance goes by the board. No change here. Scored 1 run apiece at the end of 2.5. Plank, Davis, and Hartzell to bat next. Pitcher Plank to lead it off. Offensively this season, Plank has managed 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Plank stands in. Howell looking in at the target. The pitch is on the way. Grounded weakly to Jones. And he steps on first for the out. 1 down. One out, third inning. Here's Davis. He's the top of the order. Howell looking in at the target. Howell into the wind. Davis gets this one in the air on the infield. The shortstop Wallace drifts over behind second base to make the catch, and that's out number 2. Now coming to bat for the Athletics, Hartzell. Now Howell ready. Here's the pitch. Hartzell lashes one to right toward the gap. Hartzell races over it, but he won't get it. Hartzell is going for 2, and there will be a play at second. The tag, safe on a very close play. Double for Hartzell. Two down, third inning, 1 on. Collins now walks out to bat. He bats left-handed. Hartzell at second has the speed. Batter waits. Howell poised. Speedy Hartzell edging toward third. Howell kicks and delivers. Half swing. Strike 3. Side retired. No, wait. The bat hit Spencer Smith. The ump calls interference. Collins is awarded first. Hartzell holds. Score that an error on Spencer. Well, next up, Murphy. 2 gone. Hartzell on second. Collins on first. Score tied. Danny has driven home 3 runs for the season. Howell is on the slab. Checks the runners. The runners take their lead. Now he comes home with it. Oof! Murphy flails the air, but fails to make contact with the wall. He heads back to the bench That's the third out. That'll do it for Philadelphia. No runs on one hit. The Browns fumble once, 2 men left on base. A good chance goes by the board. No change here. Score knotted at 1. Hartzell, Jones, and Spencer due up for St. Louis. Hartzell will lead off the 4th. He's a port sider. He stands in. Catcher Schreckengos sets his target. Plank over the offering. Wrapped back to the mound, and he spears it. Over to first, and Hartzell is retired. Now coming to bat for the Browns, Jones. Jones does not get on much. Jones waits. Plank prepared to work. The pitch. Fly ball left field. No trouble. Aldrin moves under it and brings it down. Notch 2. Next up, St. Louis hitter Spencer. Spencer steps in. Plank staring in, ready to work. The pitch. The ball is lifted into right center. Not deep. Murphy drifts into the gap and takes it in. 3 down. So the Browns go quietly. Scored 1 run apiece at the end of 3 1/2. Nichols, Aldrin, and Schreckengos due up for Philadelphia. Well, here's Nichols to lead it off. He's a lefty. Howell is ready to fire it in. He cranks and fires. It's a shot to left center. That's a base hit. Nichols rounds first. Stone takes it on the long bounce to throw to second. And Nichols holds with a single. Now at bat, Aldrin. Nichols at first is a speedster. Spencer crouched down now. And the pitch comes in. He squares. Nice bunt right down the first baseline. His only chance is to let it roll foul. And it does. Again, he squares to bunt. The pitch. It's bunted down the third baseline. Rolling foul. Strike 2. Aldrin back in the box. Catcher Spencer sets his target. Aldrin squares. He brings it home. It's bunted toward third. Ferris grabs it. His only play is at first, and he goes there for the out. And Nichols moves up. Right-handed batter Schreckengos now walks out to bat for Philadelphia. Runner on second, 1 gone. Nichols at second can turn it on. He stands in. Howell climbs the mound. Eyes locked in on Spencer for the sign. Glances back at the runner. Nichols extending his lead. The delivery from Howell. Schreckengos squares. Bunted back to the mound. Howell has it. Looks at third, but fires to Jones at first. The throw is wild into right field. Nichols scored, and Schreckengos cruises into second. That'll be an error on Howell. 2 errors now for St. Louis. And the Athletics break the tie and now lead 2-1. 4th inning. 1 gone. Schreckengos on second. Collins is stepping up to hit against Howell. He's a right-handed batter. Collins settles himself in the box. Spencer sets up. Howell kicks and delivers. Collins skies it to left. Should be routine. Hoffman drifts over for it and records the putout. Schreckengos is tagging, but the coach flashes a stop sign as the ball is fired back in. One on, the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitcher Plank up. Now Howell ready. Howell spins and fires to second. And it's in the dirt. Scooped by Wallace. The tag. He's out of there. He's picked off. And the side is retired. The half for the Athletics. 1-1-1. They move in front. The score now stands 2-1 Athletics. For St. Louis, it'll be Howell, Hoffman, and Williams. Howell will start the fifth. Howell settles himself in the box. Plank ready. The pitch. Slow bounder up the middle. Nichols is over. Good bounce. The throw to first. Bounce is in the dirt. Davis scoops it. And they get him. One away. Well, Hoffman the hit. One out. Bases clear. Hoffman gets in there. Schreckengost set. Plank comes home. Bunted to the left side. A little too hard. Collins has it. Slings it to first and gets him. Hoffman thought he'd catch Collins snapping, and that's out number 2. Here's Williams to take his swings. 2 away. Jimmy has a pair of hits in 2 times. Not a home run threat. In the box now. Now Plank ready. Plank comes to the plate. Cut on, way out in front. Side retired. So the Browns go down 1-2-3. Athletics still leading by 1, and we'll go to the home half. Plank, Davis, and Hartzell due up for Philadelphia. Plank starts it for the Athletics. Howell staring in, ready to work. Howell into the wind. Swung on, a blast to center. Stone runs straight back, turns and reaches, and takes it in. 1 away. Now at bat, Davis. Batting 192. Davis in the box. Spencer crouched down now. Howell brings it home. Davis smashes one down the line. Ferris grabs it near the bag. He wings a long throw to first and gets Davis by a stride. And that's out number 2. Hartzell is the next hitter. Hartzell, 1 hit, 1 walk, and he scored a run. Howell is ready to fire it in. The delivery. Hartzell swings. It's a high bouncer to third. Ferris gloves it. Sets. Long throw to first, and he gets him for the final out. So the Athletics go down 1-2-3. The score is still 2-1 Philadelphia as we go to the top of the 6th inning. The Browns now send up the heart of their order to face Plank, Stone, Ferris, and Wallace. Stone leading off the 6th. Pitcher Plank set to go. He cranks and fires. Driven to the gap in right. Murphy can't get there. It falls in. Stone is headed for second. He's digging. The throw from Hartzell. A photo finish at second. Safe. The ump signals safe. A double for Stone. The tying run is now at second base. Ferris gets set to bat against Plank. He's their cleanup hitter. Stone standing out at second. Nobody out. Ferris has a hit and 2 at-bats. Plank bends for the rosin bag. Hobe at the plate. Settles in. Taps the plate. Waits for the pitch. Plank on the rubber. Plank gets set to work on him. Speedy Stone edging toward third. He doubled to lead it off. The pitch. Ferris squares. It's bunted to the first base side. Davis picks it up. Looks at third and goes to Collins, covering first for the easy out. And it's a sacrifice for Ferris. Stone moves to third. The tying run is now at third base. Wallace up. The Browns have one away. Runner third. Hitting 182. He rarely strikes out. Stone will score on just about any fly ball. He scores and we're tied up. Plank shakes out his arms. Wallace in the box. Waits. Plank climbs a mound. Plank looking in at the target. The Athletics are looking for the play at the plate. Looks at third. The pitch. Swung on. Rooper down the right field line. Murphy racing in. It drops. Stone coming down the line. And he scores. Tie game. Wallace headed for second. A throw. The tag. And he's safe. Double and an RBI. So the double scores one big one. Here come the Browns. They get back the run and even the score, and Wallace now has 4 runs batted in on the season. For St. Louis, 1 out, runner on second. Next to bat for St. Louis is a left-hand hitting Hartzell. On the day, he's 0 for 1. He was stung once. Wallace can fool you with his speed. Get him across and the Browns lead. Plank is on the slab. Checks Wallace at second. The pitch. Hartzell started to go round, but he checked his swing in time. He takes a walk to first, and that sets up the double play. And that's the first walk issued by Plank. That was Hartzell's first walk of the season. Wallace on second, Hartzell on first, 1 down, the top of the 6th inning. Jones gets set to face Plank. He's hitting .318. Plank sets up on the rubber again. Now Plank ready. The delivery. Jones squares. It's a beautiful bunt. Collins barehands it and throws to first. High throw, but he tags him out. Jones has himself a successful sacrifice. The go-ahead run is now on third. Okay, here's Spencer. 2 down, 2 on. First base is open for St. Louis. No power. 1 RBI for Tubby this season. Plank put on the rubber, shakes off the sign. Now he has one he likes. Left-hander Plank ready. Wallace down the line some at third. The pitch. Spencer hits a ground hugger toward second. He charges. Scoops it. Flips to first. And the side is retired. That'll do it for St. Louis. A run on 2. Hits. 2 left. They had good chances for more, but they do tie it up. Score even at 2. The Athletics now send up the heart of their order to face Howell, Collins, Murphy, and Nichols. To get it going, Collins. Eddie hits safely in his first at-bat, driven in 1. Howell gets set to pitch. And the pitch comes in. Collins wraps it to the right side. Williams ranges to his left, a quick peg to first. And Collins is retired, and there's 1 away. Okay, 1 gone. It's now Murphy, the bat. Danny is hitless in 2 at-bats. Spencer sets up. Howell brings it home. Hit in the air to right. Hartzell drifts over. Plenty of room. And Murphy is gone. And that's out number 2. Nichols steps up to face Howell. He swings from the left side. Simon does not get extra base hits. Nichols is 1 for 2, and he scored once. Right-hander Howell, ready. He lets one go. Nichols dribbles one to the left of the mound. Howell can't reach it. Wallace charges in, grabs it, and throws in one motion, and nips Nichols at first. 3 away. So the Athletics go in order. Score even at 2 runs each. Into 6. For St. Louis. Here in the 7th, Howell, Hoffman, and Williams. Pitcher Howell to lead it off. Plank prepares to come home. Plank brings it home. Breaking ball, cut on. And missed. Howell goes down swinging. 1 away. Here's Hoffman coming to the plate. Danny is hitless in 3 at-bats. Schreckengos ready to receive. Plank winds up. Hard 2 bouncer to short. Nichols covers it plenty of time. Fires. 2 away. Now coming to bat for the Browns. Williams. Williams has 2 hits and 3 trips. Catcher ready. The pitch. It's a shot to left center. Hartzell is over. Still after it. And he makes a running catch. 3 down. So the Browns go in order. This game is 2-2 after 6.5. Okay, all you Browns fans listening at home, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. Aldrin, Schreckengos, and Collins to bat next. Leading off, Aldrin. At the plate today, he's 0 for 1. And he sacrificed once. Howell looking home. And the pitch. Soft liner behind second. It falls. Base hit for Aldrin. The go-ahead run has reached. Schreckengos up. In this game, he's 0 for 1. And he sacrificed once. Howell wants to pin Aldrin to first. Howell sets up on the rubber again. Sets his grip with the ball out of sight. Collins waits on deck. Spencer sets up. Big hold on the right side. Aldrin takes a good lead. He squares. Here's the pitch, and Schreckengos lays one down. Jones feels it. He might have a play on Aldrin. No, he'll flip to Williams, covering first. Schreckengos gets the job done. Aldrin moves down to second. And that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the right-handed Collins to take his swing for Philadelphia. 1 out, 1 on. Collins 0 for 2. Good speed at second. He's a potential go-ahead run. Howell sets up on the rubber again. Spencer set. Aldrin stretches his lead off second. And the pitch comes in low. Ball. Aldrin is off to the races. They'll have trouble stopping him. Here's a peg from Spencer. Safe. He has third base stolen. That's his second steal of the season. The go-ahead run is now on third. The up using his broom to clean off the plate. Collins at the plate. Touches his cap. Adjusts his shoulders. Waits. Howell is on the slab. His mitt steady. Howell set. Schendel calm. Aldrin with a head fake at third. The pitch, check swing. He went around, strike 3. And he said something to the ump. Collins drops his bat on the plate and walks away quietly. And Howell is pumped. 2 down. And he gets a big strikeout with Aldrin threatening on third. The Athletics have 2 outs. Runner third. Score tied. Next up, Plank. Howell is on the slab. Howell has a sign. Howell set. Howell looks Aldrin back to third. Howell fires it in on the ground. Back through the box. Williams gloves it. 2 outs. He flips to first. And they get him. 3 away. The line for the Athletics. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. Athletics. Browns. 2-2. The Browns now send up the heart of their order to face Plank, Stone, Ferris, and Wallace. Stone to lead it off for the Browns. Left side batter. George, 1 for 3. And he scored once, hitting .259. Plank inspects the ball. Does a little personal grooming. Stone steps up to the plate. Waits. Plank climbs a mound. The right-handed hitter, Ferris, on deck. Plank ready. Schendel pacing the dugout. The offering to Stone. And it's pulled hard to right. Base hit. And Stone pulls with a single. The go-ahead run has reached. That's Stone's second hit of the game. All right, for St. Louis. No outs. Stone down at first. Now Ferris to face Plank. That's right. On the day, Ferris is 1 for 2. And he sacrificed once. They're playing him to bunt. Stone at first has wings. So what do you do now, sports fans, if you're Schendel from Philadelphia? Ferris tucks in his shirt. Plank bends for the rosin bag. Ferris in the box. Works his hands on the bat handle. Now, ready? Plank on the rubber. Plank has a sign. Wallace stretches in the on-deck circle. Checks the runner. They're holding Stone. But he's well off the bag. The pitch jammed him. It's pushed towards second. Collins charges. Fields it. Throws quickly to first. Out at first. That's 1. Stone moves into scoring position. For St. Louis. 1 away, 1 on. Score tied. Here's the right-handed Wallace to take his swings. His average now at .217. Wallace, 1 for 3. He's driven in a run, and he scored once. Wallace, still not in the box, stretches with a bat above his head. Plank works the ball with his hand. Plank flaps his left arm. Batter in the box. Waits for the pitch. Plank on the rubber. His motion stopped. Hartzell is in his batting stance on deck. Glances back at the runner. Stone stretching his lead. He lets one go. Slow chopper toward Nichols. He charges it. Surrounds it. Juggles it. He'll go to first. 2 away. And Stone moves to third. The go-ahead run is now on third. 2 down, 8th inning, 1 on. Hartzell, the hit. In this game, he's 0 for 1. He's walked once. He's been clocked once. Hartzell, Plank has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. The batter stands in. He steps out of the box, adjusts. Now he's back in, waits for the pitch. Plank is on the slab. Schendel pacing the dugout. Browns manager Schendel looking at his score sheet. He's going to his bench, and they're yanking Hartzell. Who is it? Schendel calls on Schweitzer to face the southpaw Plank. He shoulders the bat. Strolls to the box. Schweitzer walking up the bat. Al can be dangerous on the year. 1 for 3. Schweitzer grips his right shoulder, puts a hand briefly on the back of his neck. Plank flaps his left arm, climbs up to the mound. Plank works the ball with his hand. Schweitzer in the box. Now ready. Plank on the rubber. Cradles the ball in his glove and waits. The right-handed hitter, Jones, on deck. Lefty against righty. Plank looking in. Stone at third with his arms out, crouched. The pitch. Big swing. It's a dying Quail to right. Murphy gallops in. Collins races back, but it parachutes between them. A Texas League single for Schweitzer. Stone scores easily. Browns have the lead, and Schweitzer has the RBI. So the single drives in one big run, and the Browns break the tie and now lead 3-2 here in the 8th. That's Schweitzer's first run batted in of the season. It's now Jones to bat. He swings from the right side for St. Louis. 2 away, 1 on. At the plate today, he's 0 for 1. And he sacrificed twice. Jones gets in there. Plank looking in. He comes home. Swung on, strike. Schweitzer is off to the races. Schreckenghost turns it around fast, nails him. Schreckenghost got rid of that ball in a hurry, and they just sold the insurance policy. And the aggressive base running does not pay off. 3 down. For the Browns, a run on 2 hits. They leave none. A big run, and Philadelphia must get it back. Athletics on the short end, 3-2. Philadelphia now will send out the top of the order. Davis, Hartzell, and Collins. Schweitzer remains in the game. He'll be playing right field for St. Louis. Davis will get it started for the Athletics. He hits from the right. Harry, 0 for 3. Howell, foot on the rubber, stares down the hill for Spencer. Sign. Hartzell swings 3 bats on deck. Spencer ready to receive. The offering to Davis. Hot shot to the right side. Williams to his left. Tipped off his glove. He's after it. And Davis is safe at first. Williams picks up an error. The Browns have now committed 3 errors. The tying run is on. One on. Hartzell, the hit. Topsy, 1 for 2 with a walk. And he scored a run. They're playing him to bunt. Howell on the rubber. Now glances at Davis. Hartzell squares as if to sacrifice. Here's the pitch. He lays it down in front of home, but not far enough. Spencer wings it to second for 1. Wallace over to first. They double up Hartzell. All those spring training drills on bunting, and they still have trouble executing. Two outs, 8th inning. Now Collins to face Howell, left side batter. Collins has a hit in 2 trips. Driven in 1. In the on-deck circle, Murphy follows the moves on the mound. His average heavier than his bat. Howell poised. The pitch. Bounce to short. Wallace to his right. He has it. And he throws him out for the 3rd out. For the Athletics, no runs, no hits, 1 error. So they do not tally after 8. Browns up by 1. Plank will now face the bottom of the Browns lineup. Jones, Spencer, and Howell coming up. Jones to lead it off for the Browns. He bats right. Hitting .318. At the plate today, he's 0 for 1. And he gave himself up twice. Plank ready. Plank winds and fires. Didn't mean to swing. A slow roller to the left side. Nichols will have to rush his throw. Wide throw. Davis could not keep his foot on the bag. And Jones is on at first. So the Browns have a runner on the error. Score that E6 on Nichols. The Athletics have now committed 2 errors. So Jones on at first. Next to bat for St. Louis is Spencer. Spencer 0 for 3, 1 RBI. Spencer waits. Plank is on the slab, checks the runner. Now Plank pitches. Up and away, and they've got Jones off first. Schreckengos throws down. Out, picked off. 1 away. So Spencer steps back in. Plank prepares to come home. Plank into the wind. High fly ball to deep center. Hartzell is back on the track. Reaches up and brings it down. 2 away. Two outs. Howell up to hit. Howell waits. Plank prepares to come home. The pitch. And it's chopped down the first baseline. Davis covers it and touches the bag. That's the 3rd out. The half for the Browns. No runs, no hits, and 1 Athletics error. They maintain their thin lead. Athletics still with a 1-run deficit. Murphy, Nichols, and Aldrin to bat next. Murphy will get it started for the Athletics. He needs to get on base. Murphy is hitless in 3 at-bats. Howell works the ball with his hand. Howell wipes sweat from his hands. Murphy in the batter's box. He slowly digs in to face Howell. Now ready. Howell put on the rubber. The Philadelphia crowd exhorting Murphy. Pitcher apparently unaffected. Howell ready. Schendel with his arms folded. He wheels and deals. Routine grounder to second. Williams scoops it. Flips the first. 1 away. Nichols up to hit. They need to get him on. Simon 1 for 3, and he scored a run. Simon does not get extra base hits. The batter stands in, straightens his shoulder. Taps the barrel on the plate. Now ready. Howell sets up on the rubber again. Shakes off the sign. Now he has one he likes. Schendel yelling to Nichols. He delivers. Nichols hits a frozen rope to straightaway center. Right there is Stone, and he gloves it for the putout. 2 down. Two gone. 9th inning. Aldrin's up. Rube does not get extra base hits. At the plate today, Aldrin is 1 for 2. And he gave himself up once. He's stolen the base. Rube at the plate. He steps out of the box. Adjusts. Now he's back in. Quick look at the ump. Again focused on Howell. Now ready. Howell toes the rubber. And the pitch comes in. A healthy cut by Aldrin, but he sends it straight up. Spencer flings his mask aside and cradles the ball. And that's it. So it goes. The Athletics tumble. The Browns prevail. The uncertainty is ended. Howell has a beautiful 4-hitter and a complete game. That's his 2nd complete game of the season. A disappointing game for the Philadelphia fans. Here's the line for the Browns. 3 runs on 7 hits. They committed 3 errors. They leave 6. For the Athletics, 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. And they leave 4. Howell gets the win, his first. His record now 1-1. Plank takes the loss, his first. His record now 1-1. So the Browns gain a step for the Browns. Overall, they now stand at 5-2. Bye for now, everybody. This is WAPBA and Ernie Harwell saying so long from Philadelphia. Browns take this one from the Athletics. 3-2.